Christmas is coming soon, so today I will be considering a question about the visit of the angel Gabriel to Mary and Joseph. To hear more, stick around. Hello, my name is Father Ambrose Little, and I teach philosophy at the Dominican House of Studies. Welcome to Aquinas 101, Big Questions, Little Answers, the series where I do my best to answer your big questions about philosophy, theology, and more. One viewer asks, is there a deep meaning about why the angel revealed itself to Mary in person, but to Saint Joseph in a dream? This is an interesting question, and like most questions about scriptural events, there does not appear to be one explanation for this difference, but rather several related ones. After all, Scripture is full of layers upon layers of meaning, and every time we come to Scripture we can find something new that we did not see before. For this video, I'm going to explain the differences between these two Annunciations with a reference to their context in Scripture as a whole and in the individual Gospels they are found in. One thing to note about these different Annunciations is that both Matthew and Luke see the Annunciation as a fulfillment of Old Testament prophecy and typology. So they both highlight how the events in the life of Jesus fulfill the promises of God. So what is going on with the appearance of the angel Gabriel to Mary in Luke's Gospel? The in-person appearance of Gabriel is prefigured in several episodes in the Old Testament. For example, consider when angels announced to Abraham that Sarah would give birth to a son in a year, or when an angel appeared to the parents of Samson, announcing that he would be a great judge over Israel. The Annunciation of Gabriel to Mary itself also contains an allusion to the promise of a son found in Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14. However, what is particularly interesting about the Annunciation to Mary is how it differs from these precursors in the Old Testament and the Annunciation of St. John the Baptist in the New Testament. In all of these previous angelic appearances, the angel always announced the message to the Father, not just to the Mother, and the Father is the one who accepts the truth of the Annunciation. What is unique in the Lucan description is how the angel Gabriel only appears in person to Mary, and it is Mary who accepts the truth of the message and gives her fiat. This distinction highlights Mary's virginal motherhood, predicted in Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14. So it seems to me that the fact that the angel Gabriel appears directly to Mary is emphasizing, among other things, her virginal motherhood. Next, let's turn to the Annunciation to Saint Joseph, found in Matthew's Gospel. In this Gospel, Matthew is highlighting the fact that Jesus is a descendant of David through Saint Joseph, which enables Jesus to be the promised Messiah. The fact that Saint Joseph receives this Annunciation in a dream shows him to be the fulfillment of an Old Testament prefigurement in Genesis, namely that of Joseph, one of the original 12 patriarchs of Israel. In Genesis, Joseph is sold into slavery in Egypt by his brothers, but is saved through his ability to interpret dreams. He then saves his family from famine by bringing them to Egypt. In a similar way, Saint Joseph is saved from doing something terrible by his dream, and he later also saves his family by bringing them to and from Egypt. One interesting thing about the angelic appearance in a dream is the fact that Saint Joseph believed it was real. We all have dreams and do not think that they are real. Yet Saint Joseph recognized that there was something special about this dream, and it ends up affirming his righteousness. As Pope Benedict XVI says in his book on the infancy narratives, quote, "Once again, this shows us an essential quality of the figure of Saint Joseph, his capacity to perceive the divine and his ability to discern. Only a man who is inwardly watchful for the divine, only someone with a real sensitivity for God and his ways, can receive God's message in this way. And an ability to discern was necessary in order to know whether it was simply a dream or whether God's messenger had truly appeared to him and addressed him." End quote. It is also notable that Saint Joseph responds not with words but with deeds. His silent obedience to the angel is strikingly different from the dialogue Mary has with Gabriel, and it both highlights his role as guardian and emphasizes in a different way his saintly righteousness. There is more that one could say about the different Annunciations to Mary and Joseph, but I hope that this is some food for thought as you prepare for Christmas. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Big Questions, Little Answers. I look forward to seeing you in the new year. Until then, may you have a blessed Christmas, and may God bless you and keep you in His grace. I hope that answers all your questions, but if not, Please let us know by submitting your big questions using hashtag AskAFriar on our learning platform, in the YouTube comments, and on social media. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends, because it matters what you think.